2, and an OFW. I've been working as an office manager for 8 years now in a medical company here in Dubai and total 12 years as an OFW abroad. It was not easy for a young mom like me to save in the beginning. Just a quick history on my saving and spending. I landed my first job as a call center agent in Makati for an internet service provider and in Baguio City for a cable company. This allowed me to work in a telecommunications company here in Dubai. I can say I have been blessed to be a good provider for my family, where we can eat what we want and go to places that we have never been, because back then money was never an issue and my kids were still young. After 4 years, I lost my job due to recession. But I landed to this new company where this time I learned how to spend wiser and to start saving.
What is the difference of saving as an individual and with a family?
The difference of saving as an individual is it's easier because you don't have to think of anyone else but yourself and your own financial stability. While on the other hand, with a family, especially with a Filipino family, we tend to extend help to our parents, to our siblings, or even in-laws, thus creating difficulty for saving. But I think if you and your spouse and kids have a clear goal on saving, then this will be easy too.
What are the challenges and hindrances as parents that occurred while saving?
Some challenges and hindrances as a parent are, you can say, unforeseeable events like this pandemic situation. Some can have job loss or health issues or emergencies or even death in the family. Also, society influences or peer pressure, and most of us have impulsive buying, or also traditions like they call utang na loob, to name a few. Well, I do not have big savings myself, but I think I have enough for me and my family to get by if there will be an emergency.
What tips and strategies can you give to the parents who are starting a family and struggling in budgeting their finances?
Well, saving is never easy, and it took me more than 10 years to finally say I have my savings. So let me give you 3 major tips, okay? So the first tip is to know your goal or purpose. Ask yourself, why are you saving? Or find a good direction or reminder to yourself that you have to know your budget. For example, for me, mainly, I save for my family and also for myself. You see, my daughter wanted to become a doctor and my son to become a pilot. And so my savings is really for them. And I also wanted to retire peacefully without asking money from my kids, which is becoming a tradition or a habit to Filipino families. Tip is save first before paying expenses. In short, manage your spending. So just recently, me and my husband decided to continue sending money from his salary to his Philippine bank account and from my salary to my Philippines bank account. This is 20% of our salary here in Dubai, and what is left is paid to our expenses like the kids' allowances, the bills, and of course some date night too. So you have to know your expenses, and I personally keep track by using an Excel file to make sure that I got it all covered. Moreover, me and my husband has a life insurance with investment that can be used for our retirement if we get sick or, God forbid, to protect our kids in case something unexpected happens in the future, making sure they have something that they can use when we're gone. We also have a small lechon business that supports our everyday needs like paying our utility bills, which is an additional income. We also have an automated bank payment for our life insurance investment every month, and this allows us to be forced to save And you can ask your banks for this facility as well. Third and last tip. So since we are working very hard and therefore should enjoy the fruits of our labor, every now and then you can splurge, but not too much. So limit spending. You know, we still eat out in some fancy restaurants or watch movies or buy some gadgets because we deserve it. So do it and buy it. But make sure it is within the budget. Again, you can wait until that shoes is on sale or that bag is discounted, making sure that you don't deprive yourself because in the end, it might bounce back to you and splurge it all. Just a disclaimer, this is not to brag and we have a different timeline. This is just for your inspiration or your guide. This is a summary of my journey to financial freedom. So I started working and earning my own money when I was 24, and at 25, I paid our family home through Pag-ibig home loan, and at 28, I bought my first plot of land. When I was 30, I bought my first car, an SUV car for my family, and at 33, we have decided to buy a life insurance for myself, my husband, and my mom also bought one for herself. And for 34 years old, my mom bought me a memorial plan. And at 35, I bought another car, but this is a second-hand Chevrolet. And also at this time, me and my daughter decided to open a small business called Wear and Wash Your Eco Face Mask, which started with a 5,000 capital and finally became 20,000. And soon this year, my daughter will start to go to the university college. We are deciding to retire at the age of 40, but maybe 45 if my daughter will become a doctor. But then again, the goal is really simple. It's just to have a simple life. Our goal is to have a simple life and maybe a beach house or a sustainable farmhouse, and of course a passive income on the side, like maybe an apartment for rent or a real estate business. But this will only happen if we start saving, like saving young, like now, and of course through God's grace. That's all for me, and thank you very much for listening.